Okay, this is a video to set up math for today. This is Thursday morning, and this is the math that we're going to be working with. So in package 5, you will find sheets that say adding and subtracting whole dollar amounts. You'll need this one with the boy in the shopping cart. You will need this one that says items to buy. And you will also need this one that also says adding and subtracting whole number amounts. So that's the lesson that we're working with. All right, so here's a problem that you're going to be exploring today. Leon is buying 3 items. The total cost of the 3 items is less than $100. Each item costs a different amount, and each item is a whole number of dollars. He will pay with a $100 bill and get some change back. Choose any 3 items that Leon might buy and give each item a price. So before we look at what I've done here, you're going to want to move over to this items to buy page. So this morning I went through and I added prices to all my items. And then during our math lesson, one of the students chose the 3 items we were going to work with. And he chose the shoes, the tank top, and the umbrella. So you can add prices to these items. I would recommend keeping your prices less than $50 because you need to add 3 things together and it needs to be less than $100. So in our example, we do have $65 for shoes, $15 for a tank top, and $10 for an umbrella. And let's see if that can work. When we add those together, which is what B asks us to do, the total is what it asks for. And it says, or the math we did was 65 plus 15 plus 10. So if I add 65 and 15, I can add 65 plus 10 to get 75, and then 5 more for 80, and then 10 more for 90. So that's where I get my 90. And then how much change will Leon get back from a $10 bill? Here I showed the adding up strategy where I started at 90. That's how much I'm paying. And it takes me $10 or 10 to get to 100. And what that means is I'll get $10 back. If I had $90 worth of items and I paid with $100, the difference is 10. So that's what's going on there. Question 2 says, suppose Leon gets back $17 in change from a $100 bill. What might the prices be for the 3 items? So here you might need to think about, okay, if he's going to get $17 back from a $100 bill, so that would be, you might think 100 minus some sort of mystery number is going to equal 17. And I'll give you a little hint. Because adding and subtracting are opposites, we could turn this around and say 17 plus a mystery number should also equal 100. So whichever way you want to think about that, that should give you an idea of what the total would be. And then you'd have to figure out 3 items, and you get to make the prices for those items. So you need to figure out 3 items that would add up to whatever that mystery number is. So there's a little hint for you. Okay, once you're done this page and you've kind of played around with this question a little bit, you could do it more than once. That would be great. It's up to you. You're going to move on to this page. So this page has some multiple choice questions. It says, here are the price tags from 3 items. So we have $42, $19, and $25. Choose the total. So total, when we see that word, we must think adding up. So what is the total? If you find your answer, circle it. If you want to add your math to the side, even better, way better. Mr. Davis loves to see your work. In this question, it says you buy a $38 item with the $50 bill. How much change will you get back? Circle the correct answer. And down here, this is a little more thinking involved in these questions. So number 3 says you buy 2 items and you get $12 change. Let's say you paid with 2 $20 bills. Now you need to decide what was the cost of the 2 items. And then think about, what if you paid with a $100 bill? Now what would the cost of the 2 items be? So in both scenarios, in both shopping trips, you're buying 2 items and getting $12 back. And last but not least, Jeff got $9 change from $60. Lisa got $6 change from $50. Well, who spent more money? How much more? And how do you know? Your answer should have math and some words to explain your answer to this problem.